Ezra Collective, man. At last, we get to talk. It's been a while. I've been wanting to talk to you for so long, but finally we meet. And, man, you are bringing an energy to this festival, Love Supreme, this year.
Yeah, it's a real honour and privilege to be here. You know, Love Supreme is a festival we've come to just as fans, just because I think they've always showcased some of the best jazz music. So to get a slot here means so much to all of us.
Okay.
All of us.
Good. And for you, Dylan?
Same like Femi said, I've come here a few times as a spectator and it's been amazing seeing like your heroes play here, some great acts, and it's just great to be playing here on the arena stage. Yeah.
And for you, TJ?
I mean, the weather's perfect. The acts are amazing this year, as normal, but the acts are especially great this year. And yeah, it just feels like the right day to be playing at Love Supreme. So.
Right, so you've been on a journey now, one I've watched in earnest for the last, 4 years now? 6 years, I know. Okay, so we're talking about Chapter 7 and before, and then to now, Juan Pablo, the philosopher, and then that Mace Windu rhythm thing, which the sort of stuff you knock out every now and again. What keeps your energy going?
You know what keeps our energy going is that we're just friends, and it's always a positive vibration between us. And it's like I'm just such a fan of like Dylan Jones, and I'm such a fan of TJ and James and Joe. So what keeps us together is that we're just having so much fun. We're growing, we're learning, but I think the positivity and the happiness is what keeps us together, because that's what's attractive. That's what I love about being in Ezra Collective. It's not even like the craziness that's all kind of started to follow, but it's more that just good friends making music, whether it's our music or someone else's music. That's what keeps it going. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're playing at Love Supreme, and you are sandwiched in between Rohe, great Norwegian band, and Portico Quintet, and you are going to bring some energy for me, some fire, yes?
Yeah. That's a given. You know, I can see in your eyes. You know it. We're gonna go in. We're going in. Yeah.
You need to take the roof off. I'm telling you now. All right. Okay, fair enough. So what are you going to bring?
I mean, there's only one way we know how to do it, which is fast, energetic, non-stop, pure vibrations. So what you can expect is what you've got in the past. Yeah, if you're not sweating by the end of it, you've done it wrong. Simple
exactly.
as that. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you're multi-award winning artist. You're international jazz.
Say that. I beg you, just say that.
Yeah, I'll say that again. Jazz FM multi-award winning Jazz FM winners. You know, like newcomers, innovation, best conkers, all that kind of stuff. You know, the usual. And I'm very impressed with your journey so far. And what are you bringing to us next time?
You know what, man? It's just like I was saying this to you earlier, but it's such a special feeling playing and feeling like we're making people proud that have supported it from the beginning, like yourself, like Jazz Refreshed, like Gary Cosby, like all of our parents. They've watched this journey from an infancy. So when we play and I can see you in the crowd just nodding and smiling like, go on boys, do you know what I mean? Or when you see you just get that direct message from Adam at Jazz Refresh being like, respect my brothers. Yeah. That's what's keeping us going, and that's what pushes us to write bangers. That's what pushes us to be the best musicians we can be, keep the positive vibrations going, do you know what I'm saying? Just make everyone proud and happy, you get me? Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
So you're dabbling with the Afrobeat thing, which I love, and you just did an off-the-chain set over at TRC, which I heard the roof came off.
Yeah, it was a different
how was that for you guys anyway? Did them?
Church of Sound.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not TRC.
You said TRC.
Church of Sound even, not Church of Sound.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Church of Sound was special because we were playing music that is definitely one of our main influences, and we were playing with an extended family, with Sheila Maurice Gray, Richie, Onome. It was an amazing experience, and people were there to just have a party like they are today. It was an amazing experience. I think it went really well. You guys think it went really well?
Yeah. Enjoy it?
I think that gig probably meant the most to me, in a weird way. You know what I mean? We did Islington Assembly Hall as our headline show. That felt like the homecoming.
Yeah.
But this fella show, to be able to pay homage to the person that, from being a kid, influenced us, to be able to sing along. And people that came there, they came to party, they came to vibes. And it was bubbling from even before we started. Yeah. So now it's just, again, it's more motivation to keep making this music and to create a legacy as well,
Well, it's felt for me, from what I'm hearing, because sadly I couldn't make it, it was a real family vibe. It was all your family together, all the heads of the 5 families, like in The Godfather, right? All the musical families were there, and it sounded like it was just off the chain. Now, we saw each other backstage earlier on with a certain person, mutual friend, who's a hero of yours, Mr. Chris Dave, and you were showing a lot of love to that guy because obviously he's a legend and a genius. How did that feel?
You know what? Yeah, those moments there are the maddest because like even if you don't know me that well, you will know from early Chris Dave. I was watching his YouTube videos at like 13. Like there was about a 4 or 5 year chunk where it was like all I wanted was to be able to do half the things he could do. And I reasoned with him about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago in Melbourne. I met him. So obviously, I mean, this is the level of fanboy. In my room in Enfield, so not even where I live now, in my parents' house, in my room, I got his signatures on all my stuff, like, because I used to go to all his shows. So like, I used to sneak into Ronnie's at like age 12 and watch him. He'd sign my stuff, like. So he remembered me kind of like as just a loyal fan. I was there every Chris Dave show. Do you know what I mean? I was there, like standard. And then when I met him in Melbourne now, that's the first time I've seen him in about 3 years. And I went to say hello, and he gave me that look, and he was like, and I said, oh, I play the drums too. He was like, yeah, who'd you remind me who you play for? And when I said Ezra, he's like, oh yeah, I know you guys, man, I'm into it. And that moment there, innit, I don't know what else he said for the rest of that moment there was like so then to be here and he's like, we're reasoning, and it's almost like I'm talking to him as a friend. That means a lot, do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a real fan. And that's one of the beautiful things about increased exposure. It just expands your borders, and you can meet your heroes and reason. Like TJ, we played Field Day, and Thundercat played Field Day. You know, Ambrose followed us on Twitter. These little things mean a lot to us, man, because us man are fans. Do you know what I'm saying? Kamasi Washington texts me, I lost my nut. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like all of those things that means a lot, and that's like one of the really special things about people like yourself pushing us, and people like, you know, people at BBC Radio 2 and Radio 6, and people at all of these different radio stations and Jazz FM pushing us, and then it means we can meet these heroes. At Jazz FM Awards, Sheldon Cootie gave us our award. Like, do you know what that means to us? Like, do you know what I'm saying, man? Yeah.
The heritage and everything.
Get me?
I understand that with the heritage, yeah.
Yeah, so it's also special.
But I knew that was important to you, because the first thing you did, right? Check this, right? Man, DJ, man, you gotta get over here, man. Prince here, man. So I know that's important. Now, you guys play in so many different bands. How is it logistically? Because obviously Joe and James are not here because they're playing in other places this afternoon. Is that difficult logistically for you to get about and stuff?
No. I mean, of course it has its challenges in terms of calendar, but we've got an amazing team. You know what I mean? We've got Amy, Chigo, people that are behind the scenes that ensure that things work. So Joe, whether it means that, I mean, that's his calendar. He's the one that's played with a lot of people, and James the same thing. These guys, me, I'm an Ezra.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm Ezra. So no. So for me, it's easy, but with these guys, we make it work. And long may that continue, because the vibe is so strong right now.
Okay.
You know.
Well, you have to realise that you guys are so worth every accolade that you get, more than anything. And it's an absolute honour to support you. And I'm going to hold you down to one more thing. You're going to come and sit down in the studio with me, aren't you?
That's a 1,000,000% promise on camera. I'm going to come in. Where is it? It's in like Central, right?
London,
yeah, I'm going to come. I'm going to get the Central line or whatever. We're going to talk and we're going to reason. That's
okay.
A promise.
I got that now. And it's on tick now. Yeah. Ezra Collective, guys, TJ, Dylan, Femi. Absolute pleasure, bro.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. God bless you all. Thank you for the support. It means so much. Honestly, it means so much.